I think one of the things when you look at the painting, there's a number of styles that I paint in. There's some representational work. There's also some very flat work that's not representational, very graphic. So like the three blind mice coming in here are very surface oriented. I love the idea of being able to paint illusion, the belief of depth and you know, imagery and roundness and volume and mass, but it's not. It's just a flat two-dimensional object. So I always, in my paintings and my personal work, I'm always interested in that two-dimensional aspect. The graffiti aspect. The three blind mice are right up front, but then there's this wall painted back behind one of the arches. And within that wall, it's been tagged by other graffiti. So again, there's this little playfulness in the piece. The table setting with the Mad Hatter and the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. The table setting is actually Da Vinci's Last Supper. So little bits of art history, little bits of literature kind of thrown in, all these little elements entwine the viewer. And I'm not expecting the viewer to really understand, oh, that's the place setting for the Last Supper. That's kind of impressive if someone would notice that. But it gives me the impetus or the excitement to actually go in and paint the little bread rolls, the little plates, things like that. There's a portrait of my wife, my daughter, and myself. I am the only person looking at the viewer. Everybody else is kind of doing their own thing. I'm the one person looking at you to begin that interaction. I always found that in paintings beautiful, that the artist is like checking you out while you're checking out the painting. That type of interaction's kind of a lot of fun. My daughter is obviously asleep. You know, her mouth's open, she's kicked back. It was a beautiful portrait that I took of my wife and my daughter. It's just one of these beautiful moments of mother and daughter together. You'll notice there's actually apple branches. The one by Bacchus is the young apple branch with just the flowers and a young snake. The other branch by Dionysus, it's the fruit, the red fruit of the apple, you know, full branch, and the serpent. You know, and then we go into the Garden of Eden and blah, 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 blah. The story can build from there, which is quite nice. Two things that I think are really kind of important. I use Carlos and Michael as my models. Carlos played hockey, so Dionysus actually does have or skate on. And then Bacchus has the traditional Michael Pilato painted pants. And so it's a really kind of nice little moment or little gesture of the two, bringing them to the contemporary, my friends, kind of sensibility. Also within the painting, I think it was kind of nice is there's the ring around the rosy, in the darker side of the painting in the upper left-hand corner. There's a string of people that are being kind of led to the light and then pulled away from the light. And if you look at the main character, I'll leave it at that. Come look at the main character. It's kind of interesting. While on the opposite side, we have people flying kites. And the people flying kites, if you spend time looking at it, there's one kite that's a little different. And again, I ask the viewer to come and take a look and find the little stories within the stories within the stories.